So I think I made the perfect Paul George build in NBA 2K24, but not without a few caveats and some choices that I had to make in order to get the Paul George playstyle that I wanted, while also being able to play a style that I specifically gravitate towards. So if you want to become an elite level shot creator that can bully your defenders in the post and finish at an elite level going towards the basket, this is the Paul George build for you. So if those clips did not convince you that this is the ultimate Paul George shot creation build, just stay tuned because I'm going to show you how elite and dominant this build can be. Now I'm only starting to grind this build out, but you can take a look at this. Even at a basic level with my badges on silver, I'm able to speed boost the way I want and defend at an elite level. Alright, so let's get into the details of the build. You're gonna be a 6'8 shooting guard with a weight of 210 pounds and a wingspan that is 6'10. This will allow us to get gold space creator, which is more of a preference thing for me. And I encourage you to tweak the build based on your playstyle preferences, but this is just a guide for me. Okay, so basically I had a speed and acceleration at a level where I could get silver blow by, silver speed booster, and gold triple strike. But the important thing here is that we have strength at an 88 level to get bulldozer and a lot of the physical badges that we'll need later on. So the aspect of Paul George that we're zeroing in on is his ability to put the ball on the floor, shoot at all three levels, attack the paint, and become that smooth and silky perimeter apex wing that you really want to use to dominate with physicality, speed, and that elite level shot making. Just take a look at these clips, man. We are recreating Paul George 1-to-1 with his unique combination of size, physicality, skill, and that offensive savviness. So we're basically gonna max out the mid-range and the three-point rating, which will allow us to get blinders on gold, Deadeye on gold, Green Machine on gold, and a lot of those Hall of Fame badges like Guard Up, Midi Magician, Open Looks, Catch and Shoot. And those basically are gonna set you up to become an elite level shooter. And now the combination of strength and later on we'll discuss post control will give us post fade phenom on Hall of Fame level, which is also another area where we want to attack. Now also we're going to get ball handle at an 85. That's just my personal playstyle with Paul George. We want to be able to dribble, and in combination with the silver playmaking badges like blow by and speed booster, we'll be able to beat our defenders off the bounce, get badges like ankle breaker on gold, and break our defender down. Not only that, but because we're able to get Space Creator on gold, and if you're a 6'8 wing with Space Creator, man, it's going to be a lot of fun in terms of shot creation. As you can see right here, comboing and speed boosting at a level that's almost as fast as my chef build. Well, not really that fast, but I'm getting the smooth speed boosts out of it, silver blow by, silver speed booster, and a lot of these ankle breaking animations that will combo really well with those shooting attributes that we have, and the gold level badges like blinders and Deadeye. But another cornerstone of this build is the Hall of Fame physical handles, which you see right here. We were able to shove Anthony Edwards out of the way with physical handles and combo that with a step back jumper. That's going to be a key part of this build, but that shot creation is going to be elite. Use that physicality as I do right here and then combo into a spin jumper with Hall of Fame Midi Magician. That is easy money. So in this build with that 88 strength, you're seeing that I'm embracing contact and the ride animation and using badges like blow by and physical handles. And man, you're not gonna believe the stuff you're able to do at a 6'8 level. Just take a look at how we body Paul George right here with that physical handles into that spin jumper combo. So if you're like me and you like to put a lot of dribble combos with a lot of those advanced shot creation techniques that I show throughout my tutorials, you're gonna have a lot of fun with this build, man. I guarantee that whatever style of attack that you want to use throughout the perimeter, you'll be able to do that with this build. Alright, so the next aspect of this build that I want to discuss is the finishing, and this is where our first caveat comes in. We're going to focus on layup instead of dunks. Now I know, that's blasphemous, man. This is Paul George we're talking about, an elite level athlete, but we're going to put our close shot at 81 and our driving layup at 97. And this is basically going to allow us to get every layup badge on Hall of Fame, which is going to make you an elite level finisher. In my opinion, layups are so good this year that it's fine if you completely abandon driving dunk, unless that's a preference thing, and then you can tweak this to, have some driving dunk instead of that driving layup. But for me, in combination with my strength, my dribble ability, those badges on Hall of Fame, from float game, scooper to two-step, these are going to be important badges that will allow you to finish regardless of the level of physicality and defense. And because you got an 88 strength rating, you can get bulldozer on silver, body your defenders if they try to cut you off from driving to the basket, use that physicality against them. We're able to get slithery and fearless finisher on Hall of Fame, which in my opinion are two really good badges in terms of finishing. So again, this is where the first tweak will come in. If you instead want to focus on driving dunk, that's completely fine with me. What you want to do is lower strength, lower driving layup, and lower close shot by a little bit, and invest in your vertical rating and your driving dunk rating. But as you can see, you really won't need driving dunk if you just want to finish at the basket and become an elite 3-level scorer. That 97 layup rating is going to be elite and an investment that you're going to be happy with. So basically what you will have is an offensive wing with no weaknesses and elite level finishing at the basket, in the mid-range, and from the 3-point line, with some elite level shot creation with a lot of those playmaking badges and attributes. But more importantly, if you want to be that apex wing who can also dominate their defenders in the post with 88 strength and 93 post control, you will be able to dominate that mid-range with your post game. So that combination of 93 post control, 88 strength, and 93 mid-range will give us Hall of Fame post spin technician, Hall of Fame dream shake, Hall of Fame post-fade phenom, and gold back down punisher, which is going to be an elite combination for those Kobe style, those Kawhi Leonards, Jason Tatums, and of course the GOAT Michael Jordan. That playstyle is going to be 100% valid with this build. So you're not going to be a one-dimensional shot creator that can only create with the dribble, but now you can also dominate the post game with this build. This build basically guarantees that you do not have a weakness at whatever spot of the floor. If you're not a good dribbler and you prefer to break your defenders down with the post game, you're welcome to do that here. Use your combination of dribble moves, post spins, a lot of those advanced techniques that I show off to become a dominant apex wing in NBA 2K24. So depending on who's defending you, you can overpower them or outskill them pretty easily. And the last part of this build is that perimeter defense, which we put at 93, giving us gold clamps, gold challenger, Hall of Fame 94 feet. And this fits more with my playstyle in terms of how I like to play defense. I'm more of a positional defender rather than a defender that chases blocks and steals. But if you prefer to chase steals over, just being a good side-to-side and positional defender, you can lower your perimeter defense rating and increase your steals rating. If you're more of that, guy that likes to use glove and likes to use steals as a defender. So there you have it, my personal take on an elite Paul George build, which will allow you to create from the perimeter, attack the basket, and operate on the post while being an elite perimeter defender that's not necessarily focused on getting steals, but instead getting those clamp and body up animations, which are going to be important in stopping a lot of side-to-side movement. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll continue my career series with this Paul George build moving forward. So that means I'll be jumping back into the rec, which I'm not necessarily looking forward to because of how bad people are in the rec, but stay tuned for that. I'll also give you an animation breakdown of how you want to use this Paul George, so stay tuned for that as well. So happy New Year guys, happy holidays, and I'll see you in the next one.